This is a stock in-out and balance tracker which I have created in Excel. Before creating the new format, let's see how it works. In this format, there will be total 3 parts. First will be in when we come to right hand side. Second will be out and third part will be balance. Let's come to left side. Some parts are highlighted in gray and in gray parts, all the entries will be done manually. Over here we have got our dates, days, SKU code, items, unit of measurement, quantity, rate and amount. Let's check our very first item, that is mobile. And the quantity is 46. Let's come to right hand side. In the balance, we can see 46. Let's come to out. We'll click on SKU code and we'll select SKU code 101 and the item is mobile. Let's insert the quantity. Let's insert as 46. Enter. Let's come to right hand side. Now the balance is 0. Let's come to SKU code 101. Again the item is mobile. This time I'll do the entry as 1. Enter. We got an alert. Less stock. Not enough stock levels. Means if the balance will be less, we will not be able to do the entry. Let's come to left hand side. In this format, there will be total 2 sheets. First will be our setting sheet, in which we have got our SKU codes, items, unit of measurement and rate. Over here, there is no formula. Second sheet will be stock report, what we have seen right now. Let's start creating a new format now. I have inserted a new workbook. Let's come down. We'll double click on sheet's name. This will be settings. We'll click on top. We'll take the data of settings from my example file. I have taken my data. Over here we have got SKU code, items, unit of measurement and rate. There's no formula in this sheet. We'll go to View tab and we'll remove the grid lines. We'll come down and we'll click on plus, means I'll insert a new sheet. We'll double click on sheet's name. This will be stock report. We'll click on top. We'll take column A closer. We'll click on before. This will be date, day, SKU code, items, UOM means unit of measurement, quantity, rate, amount. We'll select row number 4. We'll go to Home tab and we'll align all the things in center. We'll change the font style. We'll do as Arial bold. We'll select the whole sheet and we'll align all the things in mid. We'll click on date. We'll press Shift Control right arrow key. We'll go to Home tab and we'll change the cell color. We'll create borders over here. We'll click on top of date and we'll select till end and we'll change the cell color. Over here we will not merge the cells right now. This will be in. Enter. We'll select the whole row and we'll change the font style. We'll do as Arial black. We'll increase the font size. We'll change the font color. We'll click just under date. We'll insert some random date over here. We'll click on 1 and we'll align the date in center. We'll press Ctrl 1. We'll go to date and we'll select a desired date format. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. Our date format got changed. We'll drag this down. We'll change the cell color because over here entry will be done manually. We'll come to day. Formula will be plus or equal to text, bracket open, value. I'll click on first date, comma, double inverted comma, DDD means D 3 times, double inverted comma, close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. We got our very first day. What will happen if I'll delete date from here? We can see Saturday. We'll undo this. We'll double click on day and we'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if. If, bracket open, we'll click on date is equal to blank. For blank, I'll be inserting double inverted comma twice, comma. If date will be blank, in return we want blank. So I'll be inserting double inverted comma twice once again, comma. We'll come to the end, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now if I'll remove the date from here, we can't see anything in day. We'll undo this, we'll click on day and we'll drag this down. SKU code, we'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to Data tab. We'll come in the center. In center, we get the option of data tools. Inside data tools, we get the option of data validation. We can see any value over here. We'll click on drop down and we'll select list. Source. We'll go to my setting sheet and we'll select all the SKU codes from top to bottom. Over here, our range is till B17. We'll delete 17 and we'll do this as 500. So in this way, our range will increase. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. So over here, our drop downs got created. We'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to Home tab and we'll change the cell color. We'll click on date. We'll press Shift Control, down arrow key, right arrow key, and we'll create borders. Items. We'll increase the column size. Over here, I'll be using the formula of VLOOKUP. Let's select our SKU codes over here. I'll click on items, plus or equal to VLOOKUP. Bracket open, lookup value. SKU code will be our lookup value. As we have to drag our formula, so we will lock our lookup value partially by pressing F4 or function F4 3 times, and dollar will be inserted in the very beginning, comma, table array. Table array means our data, and our data is in setting sheet. So I'll be going to setting sheet and will select my data from beginning to end. We'll press F4 or function F4 one time and our range will be logged, comma, column index number. We want item name against our lookup value. So SKU codes automatically became column index number 1. Items became 2, UOM became 3 and rate became 4. So I'll put 2 over here, comma. I'll select false for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got name of very first item. What will happen if I'll drag this down? We got NA error. We'll click on very first item. We'll double click. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if error. If error, bracket open, we'll come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Let's drag down the formula and now we can't see anything. If I'll select second SKU code over here, we got item name. We'll click on item and we'll drag this till rate. We'll come to quantity and we'll delete the formula from here. In both the places, we can see mobile. We'll double click on UOM. We'll come to the end. In the end, we have got 2 and this is our column index number. We'll delete 2 and we'll put 3. Enter. We'll come to rate. We'll double click. We'll come to the end. We'll remove 2 and we'll do as 4. Enter. We'll select quantity, rate and amount and we'll align all the things in center. We'll come to rate and we'll drag down the formula. We'll come to UOM and we'll drag down the formula. We'll come to quantity. We'll select from top to bottom and we'll change the cell color because over here the entries will be done manually. Let's come to amount. Formula will be plus or equal to quantity into rate. We'll hit enter. We got 0. Let's drag down the formula and we got value error. We'll click on very first amount. We'll double click on the formula. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if error. If error, bracket open. We'll come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Let's drag down the formula once again and all the errors got vanished. Let's insert some quantity over here, 50, enter, and we got the amount. We'll put some quantity over here also. Now I'll click on top and we'll select till end. We'll copy this, Ctrl-C or Command-C. We'll take column J closer. We'll click on K and we'll paste over here, Ctrl-V or Command-V. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click on top and we'll select till end. We'll change the cell color. We'll click on date. We'll select till end. Over here also, I'll change the cell color. We'll delete my dates from here. We'll go to column N and we'll adjust the column size. Let's delete SKU codes and let's delete quantity also. After deleting all the things, I can see items, unit of measurement and rate. We'll click on first item. We'll double click over here. Over here we can see D5. and D5 is our lookup value, and this lookup value is of in. We can see the cell in blue. Let's come to right. Over here we will be taking the SKU code from M. So I'll delete D and we'll put M. Enter. We'll drag down my formula. We'll come to UOM. We'll double click over here. We'll delete D and we'll put M. Enter. We'll drag down the formula. Rate. We'll double click. We'll remove D and we'll put M. Enter. We'll drag down the formula. Let's put some SKU code over here. And we are able to see each and everything now. We'll click on top. This will be out. Enter. Over here also, we will not merge the cells right now. Let's come to left. Over here, quantity of very first item, that is mobile, is 50. Let's come to right. Let's put 50 over here. Enter. Let's come to right hand side. We'll click on amount and we'll drag this. We'll delete amount from here. We'll select the top cell. We'll go to home tab and we'll merge the cells. This will be helper. We'll select from top to bottom and we'll create borders. Let's come to left. We'll select the whole format of in and we'll copy this. Control C or Command C. We'll come to right hand side. We'll take column T closer and we'll paste over here. Control V or Command V. We'll delete dates and days from here. We'll right click the mouse, delete. This will be balance. Enter. We'll select from beginning to end and we'll change the cell color. We'll change the cell color over here also. We'll delete all the things. Over here we have got drop downs. We'll click on items and we'll drag this to left. So from here also our drop down got removed. We'll drag this down and we'll drag this to right. So all the formulas and formatting got removed. SKU code formula will be plus or equal to. We'll come to left and we'll click on very first SKU code. We'll select till bottom. We'll come to right hand side. Over here we can see the range as D5 to D14. We'll remove 14 and we'll type 500 and our range will be increased. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the function of unique. Unique bracket open. We'll come to the end. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got our unique codes. In the end we can see 0. We'll double click on first code and we can see our range. In the center we have got colon. We'll click just after colon and we'll put dot. Enter. Now we can't see 0 over here. In case you haven't got the function or formula of unique, just mention all the SKU codes once. No duplicates over here. Let's come to left. We'll click on very first item and we'll select till end. We'll select till bottom and we'll copy this. Control C or Command C. We'll come to right hand side and we'll paste in items. Control V or Command V. We'll delete quantity. We'll select from top to bottom and we'll change the cell color. Means no fill. We'll click on items. We'll double click over here. In VLOOKUP, we can see lookup value as M5. We'll delete M from here and we'll put U. Because over here, our lookup value is in column U. Enter. We'll come to UOM. We'll double click. We'll delete M and we'll put U. Enter. We'll come to rate. We'll double click. We'll delete M and we'll put U. Enter. No changes in the formula of amount. Let's come to quantity. Over here we will insert the quantity part-wise for better understanding. Plus or equal to sum if. Bracket open. Range. We'll come to left. Over here we will select all the SKU codes of in. Comma. Let's come to right. Now we have to provide criteria. So I'll click on very first SKU code. Comma. Sum range. We'll go to left hand side and we'll select all the quantity of in. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the quantity as 50. We have got 50 in our in, so we got the same quantity. Let's delete quantity from out. Let's come to right side. We'll click on balance quantity, that is 50. We'll double click over here. We'll come in the very end. Minus, we'll insert one more sum if. Sum if, bracket open, range. This time we will go to out and we'll select SKU code from top, comma, criteria. Let's go to right hand side and let's click on first SKU code, comma, some range. We'll come to left and we'll select the quantity of out. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Let's come to right and we got quantity as 50. There's no quantity in out. Let's put 50 over here, enter. Let's come to right and we can see quantity over here as 0. We'll drag down the formula. We'll leave this selected. We'll go to conditional formatting. Highlight cell rule equal to, and over here I'll put 0. By default we can see red color. I'll click on OK. So whenever quantity will be 0, it will be automatically highlighted in red. We'll click on 0. We'll double click. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if. If, bracket open, we'll click on very first SKU code is equal to blank. For blank, I'll be inserting double inverted comma twice, comma. If SKU code will be blank, we want quantity to be blank. So I'll be putting double inverted comma twice once again, comma. We'll come to the end, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Let's drag down the formula. And if there is no SKU code, we can't see zeros. Let's come to left. Now we will insert formula in helper. Formula will be plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value. We'll come to left and we'll click on first SKU code, comma, table array. We'll go to right hand side and we'll select from column U till end, comma, column index number. In column index number, I want the number of quantity. Let's count. SKU code is 1, items 2, UOM is 3, quantity is 4. So I'll put 4 over here, comma, we'll select false for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got 0 over here. We'll align this in center. What will happen if I'll drag this down? We got NA error. We'll double click on formula. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if error. If error, bracket open, we'll come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We'll drag down the formula once again. Let's come to left. So in helper, we got 0. In balance also, we can see quantity as 0. Let's do the quantity as 40. Enter. We can see balance quantity as 10 and in helper also we have got 10. If I'll do this 60, enter. Now we can see balance as minus 10 and helper as minus 10. Now I'll come to quantity and we'll select this from top to bottom. We'll go to data tab. We'll come in the center, data tools. From data tools, I'll select data validation. We'll click on any value and we'll select custom. Formula. We'll take this to left. Formula over here will be plus or equal to, we'll click on first figure of helper, is greater than minus 1. On top we can see 3 things, settings, input message and error alert. We will go to error alert. We can see style as top. We'll click on title. In title I'll type less stock. We'll come to error message. We'll put a message over here. So my message is stock levels are low. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. Let's delete 60 from here. We can see 50 in helper and in balance. Let's put 50. Enter. We are able to do the entry. Let's do as 51. Enter. And we got an alert. Less stock. Let's cancel this. Let's come to left. SKU code. We'll select SKU code of mobile. Let's do the entry as 1. Enter. And we are getting the alert. We'll cancel this. Perfect. We'll select the whole column of helper. We'll right click the mouse, hide. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click on balance and we'll select till end. We'll go to home tab and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders. We'll come to left. We'll click on out. We'll select till end and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders. We'll come to left. We'll select in from beginning to end. We'll merge the cells and we'll create borders. We'll go to view tab. and we'll remove the grid lines. We'll click on row number 2 and we'll increase the size. We'll click on top of in and we'll select till end. We'll go to Home tab and we'll merge the cells. We'll change the font style. We'll do as Arial Black and we'll increase the font size. We'll put name of the format over here. We'll hit enter. We'll click on the format name and we'll align this in left. Now I'll go on top and we'll underline this. And our format is ready now. I'll provide the link of file in description box. In case you want to download, you can. But the download or edit access is only for channel members. You can download the file by joining the channel membership.